From that title, I already know I have the ire of Burton fans. All right. Before you do anything rash or crazy, just hear me out, okay? No. Yeah, I already kind of expected that, but I am here to explain. So all the people watching that didn't immediately click away and for giving me a chance, I really appreciate you. So, with this, what does that title mean? Maybe you aren't aware of certain things regarding this idea, so I will break down what I'm talking about for a sec. What this means is essentially this. For many years, people have wanted a Batman Beyond film based on the popular animated show of the same name, as in a live-action adaptation. We only really got close once. It was considered in 2001 with Bose Yakin directing and Alan Burnett and Paul Dini writing. It simply fell by the wayside, as well as Yakin wanting something much darker than what the studio wanted. The other, however, was an animated film from animators of Across the Spider-Verse, so that doesn't count. In this world of bringing back characters from previously established franchises, superhero or not, people have been clamoring to bring back Michael Keaton as the older Bruce Wayne in this adaptation for years. Apparently, according to insiders, we almost got that specific idea. If The Flash was an actual success, we probably would have gotten a Batman Beyond adaptation with Keaton as Old Man Bruce, but it wasn't, and we didn't get that at all, and those rumors may have been false, so who knows. But that got me thinking on what Keaton as Batman represents and what the Batman in Batman Beyond represents, and when I thought about it more and more, I realized he just doesn't work in the way people will think it will work, and I am here to explain why. Rewind back to 1989. Batman gets released and is a worldwide phenomenon. It is unbelievably popular. Everyone loves it, despite Keaton getting a ton of pushback at the time because they couldn't believe Mr. Mom could be Batman. He proved everyone wrong, and it was a huge success. However, there is an aching idea in regards to most Batman adaptations that have plagued them from the beginning, especially the Keaton films. Batman kills. The biggest no-no from the comics. The one rule, and it's simply poof, gone. Why? Well, when you have people directing the character who don't know a thing about the character, it's hard to get that rule right. So in the Keaton movies, and even Kilmer's film, Batman kills, albeit accidentally in the latter, but it still happens. Now, fast forward to 1999. The first episode of Batman Beyond shows a Batman in his around 50s, where despite his technologically advanced suit helping him fight crime, age is his greatest enemy. He is struggling and can't fight crime like he used to. Well, during a fight, Batman suffers a heart attack, and when somebody comes close, he gets desperate and pulls a gun on them. He doesn't shoot, but he did go so far to grab the gun in the first place. Realizing the man he has become, he throws the pistol away, licks his wounds, and goes back to the Batcave and retires from being Batman forever. Because he almost did the thing he swore he would not do. He almost killed. I think you know where I'm going with this. To put it simply, the reason that Keaton's Batman wouldn't work in a Batman Beyond adaptation, he fucking killed people! The whole reasoning as to why he did what he did is gone! Now you can come in and say, but oh, he retired in the Flash universe. And yes, that's true. However, that isn't the world I'm talking about. I am specifically talking about if it was a Batman Beyond adaptation. Plus, he came back anyway in the suit, despite him being 71 years old at the time. His retirement never really mattered in that movie. I am only talking about if they made a Batman Beyond film and do the fan casting that everyone is clamoring for. Because a simple retirement due to age is fucking boring. It doesn't matter because he has every reason to come back. Like in The Flash. He came back despite his age. He needs that push of, I can never come back as Batman, and that's why. But considering Keaton literally lit people on fucking fire and smiled about it, you kind of lose the idea of him retiring as Batman due to almost shooting a crook, becoming the very thing he swore to destroy. I know people are going to come up with the argument, oh, well, multiverse. Maybe there's a universe out there with a Keaton who didn't kill people. Bullshit. Because one, people specifically want to see the Batman of their childhood come back as this version of the character. And two, general audiences would just see it as the Batman from Batman and Batman Returns. Like how, even though they explained it was a different one, people saw the Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine as the one from the mainline X-Men universe. So that goes out the window. And I know, there are creative writers out there that can invent an excuse that is different from the show, but still, I feel like that takes away the whole inciting incident as to why Batman leaves crime fighting and Terry McGinnis has to come in and take the reins from him as Batman. But I think people just focus on the coolness of the idea of Keaton coming back in this role from the show they like, rather than thinking logically about it. Fan casting has a lot of stupidity in it, purely because of looks or nostalgia. Like, I swear to fucking God, if I see Alan Ritchson fan casted as Batman one more time, I'm putting a motherfucker's head through a wall. But going back to the task at hand, Michael Keaton as Bruce in Batman Beyond wouldn't work because his Batman broke that major rule. And most of the actors who played Batman killed people on screen. As I mentioned, Kilmer did, Bale did.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Cool motive, still murder.
And Affleck 150 fucking % did. West didn't, because that wasn't a dark iteration of the character. Clooney didn't, because that was supposed to be extremely child-friendly. And he technically did, if all 4 movies count as one continuity. And with that, it took over 30 fucking years on the big screen, but we finally got a dark Batman that doesn't kill with Robert Pattinson. And with how the Batman epic crime saga is going, part 3 is gonna have to be a Batman Beyond adaptation with Pattinson as Old Man Bruce. But it's just a sad reality that most Batmen have killed people on screen, and it sucks. Any of the actors involved wouldn't work as Old Man Bruce. Hell, for the canceled live-action Batman Beyond movie, Bose Joaquin wanted Clint Eastwood for the role. Kevin Conroy would have been great, but they decided to make him evil Snyder-esque Batman to put Ruby Rose's Batwoman on a fucking pedestal because screw the CW. If I had to throw my hat in the ring, make it Bruce Greenwood. He has the look and he is a very underrated Batman, and his Batman never killed people. But that is my argument as to why Keaton wouldn't work in an adaptation of Batman Beyond as Old Man Bruce. It's a rather simple one, and I know people in the comments will say that they don't care and still want him for the role, which is fine, because we will probably never get a Batman Beyond movie in Michael Keaton's lifetime anyway. But that is all I have for you for now. See you later.